I'm Dr. Bourdeau.
Hi, Monique.
Nice to meet you. Have a seat. So how are you today?
Well, I've been pretty bad. As you can see, I'm overweight, and I burnt one of my pies.
Oh no. Are you a big baker?
Yeah, I like to bake a lot of pies. They're my husband's favorite, so that's pretty disappointing.
I like to bake in my spare time too. So what brings you here today?
Well, I've been overweight for about 30 years now, and I don't really know what else to do at this point. I'm scared that my grandchildren will pick up my unhealthy habits and become overweight themselves.
Okay, so let me make sure I got this right. You're here because your unhealthy behaviors are discouraging you and you don't want them to negatively influence your grandchildren?
Yeah, that's right. My grandchildren mean the world to me, and I'll only blame myself if they pick up my bad habits.
I understand what you're saying. What kind of weight loss techniques have you tried in the past and how have they worked out for you?
Well, I've attempted a few diets in the past, but they never seem to work. For example, I tried the cookie diet and didn't see any good results.
Why do you think the cookie diet didn't work out for you?
Well, I was unable to eat the cookie maybe except for about once or twice a day. But then it became unsatisfying, and I cooked for my husband and grandchildren throughout the day, and it was too tempting to be around all these foods and not eat any myself. I also tried the Belvique weight loss product and found that it didn't work out for me either.
Why didn't you think the Belvique worked for you?
Well, as I was taking it, I began to become nauseous and experience headaches. So I had to stop this because it was making it difficult for me to care for my grandchildren.
Well, hopefully throughout this session, we will be able to find something that works for you. But first, let's talk about what kind of things you do for fun. What type of physical activity do you get throughout the day?
Well, to be honest, I don't really do much. Cooking is fun to me, and I do that for most of the day. Well, back in high school, I was quite the basketball star, but now I just do things here and there.
And here and there? What exactly does that mean? Can you elaborate on that for me?
Well, I help my husband carry the groceries from the car to the kitchen, and with the walking I do around the house, I think that's probably a fair amount.
Well, that's good, but to be honest, that is not an adequate amount of physical activity that will help the health concerns you have now. It wouldn't hurt to go for a walk with your husband or take your grandkids to the park every now and then. Tell me about your diet.
Well, I absolutely love Southern cooked foods. I'm a sucker for my homemade pies and sweet tea. I usually cook a large breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and my husband's favorite meal is meatloaf and apple pie, so I cook those at least once a week.
Apple pie, my favorite. But on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being extremely unhealthy and 10 being the healthiest diet, how would you rank your diet?
Well, I'll probably say around 5.
What makes you give it that rating?
I know my diet's not the healthiest, but I also know every single ingredient that I put into my meals, and my family and I rarely ever eat out. I usually include collard greens during dinner and my pies of fresh fruit. I was raised off these meals and was taught how to cook them. I want to be able to pass these recipes down to my grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Do you think this is why you haven't changed your health behaviors over the past 30 years? Because it's a part of your family and how you were raised?
Yeah, I suppose.
Alright, so considering that these meals are part of your tradition and you don't necessarily want to stop cooking them, how would you feel about altering them so that you and your family could get more health benefits from them?
Well, I definitely love cooking these meals, and I guess if we only changed them a little, it would be okay.
Okay, great. Let's start off with a few small changes then. How often do you drink your sweet tea and how much do you have each time?
Well, it differs. I don't really like water. It's pretty tasteless. So sweet tea is the only thing I drink. I would say I drink about 8 to 12 ounces each time. So on a regular day, I drink about 5 glasses.
How would you feel about decreasing your sweet tea intake to 3 glasses a day, and then instead of water, trying fruit-infused water? I'd suggest lemon or orange flavored. Those are my favorites.
Well, I guess I could give that a try. No promises, but I just love my sweet tea.
Your effort is all we can ask for. But something else we should really work on incorporating into your diet is more fruits. You really aren't getting anywhere near the recommended daily intake of fruit needed in your healthy diet. Where do you think you can include more fruits throughout your day?
Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure. Seeing I don't eat much of them as of now, I can't really think of where I could possibly add them to the food that I already consumed throughout the day.
Well, here's an idea. How about switching your dessert options such as chocolate pudding with fresh fruit? This way you can still get the sweet taste you get from the chocolate pudding, but from healthy and natural sugars. Is this something you think you would consider doing?
Well, I really do love my chocolate pudding and desserts.
Maybe we can just start off slowly and gradually. by replacing one thing of pudding a day with a serving of fruit. We can then continue to work towards replacing more and more throughout your day as you become used to it.
Okay, I could definitely give this a try.
Okay, great. Let's say you try this for about 3 weeks and then come back to see me and let me know how everything's going. From there, we can decide what additional changes need to be made or how to fix the ones we just discussed.
Okay, that sounds great to me. Thank you so much for your help today.
Of course, it was so nice meeting you. Good luck.